Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to Behind the Scenes, Meaning Behind the Music. Yesterday we talked about Afloat. Today we are going to be talking about Tell Me Everything. Let's get to it.
Where you wanna go, what you wanna do, anything is fine.
The meaning behind Tell Me Everything, honestly that was a freestyle one too. Like I said, on my songs, on my album, are freestyles. But with this one, I actually had a story to tell with it. Because this one, I was actually going through something. Usually when I'm going through something or when there's feelings involved or, any situation that's involved, usually it's easier to make a song from versus trying to figure out different scenarios that you never even been through, right? So I made this song, Tell Me Everything, from my heart. Because I feel like nowadays, there is a lot of misunderstandings in relationships due to lack of communication. And definitely, if you don't communicate with your partner, you will, I'm just being honest, there will be a lot of arguments because you don't understand their partner's part and they don't understand your part. They don't understand where you're coming from and you don't understand where they're coming from. Like, it's just a lot of confusion, and then you try to, make your point, but they don't get your point, they don't understand, and vice versa. It's just a lot of back and forth and this and that, and all of it could have been solved with simple communication. That's why the song Tell Me Everything is based on a relationship. Tell me everything. I feel like the best relationships, you tell them everything. Some people might disagree, but when I say tell them everything, I mean tell them how you're feeling today. Ask them how they're doing today. Tell me what happened today. Tell me everything. Tell me what made you sad. Tell me what makes you happy. Tell me everything. Because how am I gonna know, and how are we gonna sit here and make a great relationship out of this if you don't tell me everything? I'm not saying tell me all your secrets. I'm not saying that. I'm saying tell me everything. That way I can better understand you. Because if you don't tell me anything, how am I gonna understand you? How am I going to be able to work with you through your toughest times if I don't understand you because you haven't told me anything? So the process of making it was actually really fun because I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to be sad. I wanted it to actually I wanted you to actually feel it, but I wanted you to also get motivation from it. Get the motivation from Tell Me Everything. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me everything I wanna know up under the sun. Tell me everything. Tell me. I definitely think that people out there should, it should be like, I feel like if you ask a lot of people what the number one thing in a relationship is that you mainly have to do, and I definitely agree, would be to communicate. Definitely. Tell me what's been going on. Don't just, I want to help you through it. How am I going to be here to help you through it if I don't even know what's going on? Some things you can't tell anyone else. And I think that's another reason why people don't tell them everything, because they feel like they won't understand, or they don't want to be judged, or those different kinds of feelings that you get when you just think, oh well, if I tell him this or if I tell her that, nah, she gonna flip, nah, this, nah. Everybody wants to avoid the flip, okay? Everybody wants to avoid it. But to avoid the flip from flipping, tell them first. That way you just get at least the small flip. Also, when I was in college and stuff, like, I didn't really talk to anyone about any problems or anything. And I think that built up a lot of anxiety for me. It built up a lot of stress for me. And I didn't like it at all. It really was just me fighting against myself when I really didn't have to, So I feel like talking to someone also relieves the stress. Tell them everything. Tell them how you're feeling. Tell them how your day was. Tell them what makes you sad, angry, upset, anxious, exhausted. Tell them yourself, because it also relieves that stress and anxiety knowing that you have someone there that is willing to listen to you. Someone gave you their ear for you to talk all day long. So, hey, tell me everything, because that is the best healer. One of them is talking, getting it off your chest. Because you don't feel so weighed down if you're holding on to this, this pain that you feel. If you're holding on to that pain that you feel, let it out. Tell someone why you're hurting. Tell someone how you're doing. And vice versa. Try to be an ear for someone else. So, like, tell me everything. That song is definitely true for a relationship. You gotta know the ins and outs. You gotta know the ups and downs. You gotta know their likes and dislikes. You gotta know everything in order for the relationship to work peacefully. Yeah, honestly. So tomorrow, stay tuned, because we will be talking about the 5th song on the Sweet Love 2 album, Cross Your Mind. Alright? Like, subscribe, share, follow. All of those things that you gotta do on YouTube, on social media, wherever you gotta do it. I don't even know. Let's do it again. It was fun. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I'm sorry. So like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that bell notification button. I don't even know where it's at, but you do. So click it so you'll know that tomorrow we'll be talking about Cross Your Mind. I don't know if I'm in the frame. Come and talk to me.